Hi everyone, Inga here with day 3 of Coronavideos and the business tips and guides for business owners who are in lockdown. Today I wanted to talk to you about creating a nurture campaign. If you haven't heard of the term, it's basically where you subtly and regularly stay in touch with your prospects so that they trust you, they get to know more about you, and ultimately they will buy from you because you're awesome and you have proven that by the stuff that you've sent out. Now personally, I send out business tips and guides once a month. I find that more than enough. Some people send out stuff weekly, fortnightly, it doesn't really matter. It's up to you what you're comfortable with and what you are willing and able to do. If we're in lockdown for 4 months, you might be able to create 10 years worth of content. But if we're all out of it in 2 weeks' time, you might not have even started it. So what I'd like you to do is have a little think about what you could write that shows that you're an expert in your field, that you know what you're talking about, and that is useful, relevant, and interesting to your target audience. This is really important. It's not about you, it's about what can you do for your customers. How can you help them be better at what they do? How can you help them solve their problems, ease their pain? So that's what you're going to think about. And ideally, you want it to be evergreen. So try not to be too topical, because what you want to do is you want to create something that you can put people in, some sort of like funnel thing. You can put people in at the beginning and then they all get the same thing. Because creating content is hard work. And we may have time now, but we don't normally have time. It's all nice and well saying, oh, you've got to do this and you've got to do that. But let's face it, we're busy. So we don't have time for that. Whereas what you want to write something that isn't too topical so that you can send it again and again and again, not to the same people, but if you meet somebody in, say, a year's time, they could still get email 1 of your series. So those of you that, if you haven't yet subscribed to my tips and you would like to, just go to my website, ingadowdercoaching.com, and you'll find there something about business tips, career coaching tips, or weekly inspirations. I've all created them. They're all my stuff, but they are going on for a long time. So I did all the hard work once. That makes the selling easier later, so I don't have to keep doing things time and time again. So have a think about what could you do. I find tips are always really good because they show off that you know what you're talking about and they're useful. But you could have something that inspires you. It depends on your business, of course, what it is that you do. But generally think about what are your customers' problems, what keeps them awake at night, and how can you help them solve that. So you know what, if you do 1 email a month, all you need to do is write 12 pieces of content. And once you start and get going, it isn't that hard. We now all have loads of time to sit behind our computer. I've had everything cancelled. So, where previously I might have had to go out, do some networking or, see some clients or go to a supplier. Nothing's happening now. So I've got plenty of time to think of 12 things. Write an email. Don't make it too long anyway. Nobody has time to watch that. They may do now, but it won't have next year when they're really busy catching up with everything. So keep it short and sweet. Write it. Use any program you want. There's a whole host of out them, but MailChimp, for example, is great. It's not too expensive. I think there's a free version initially, but using the paid version is well worth it because it automates it, and it means that when you're on holiday or you're doing something else fun or even not fun, your stuff is still going out and your customers will hear from you on a regular basis, and that's a great way to move them from prospect to customer. So there you go, that was today's Coronavideo tip. I hope you are able to do some of these things. And if you need any help, remember, I'm here to help you with that. I can help you with getting ideas, can help you with the execution of it, looking at the program and all sorts of stuff. So if you want any help, make use of my free 30-minute coaching session and see how I can help you. But you know what? You can also do it yourself. And I wish you all the best. Hopefully, see you tomorrow. Bye.